All right, so again, we made the call for the quarterfinals of the Laris Motorsports Insurance 32 Shootout, 20 grand shootout here on RAD Tuesday. The RAD Torque System Spring Fling presented by Optima Batteries. We want to welcome in MotorMania TV. We are now live on MotorMania. Welcome to all you Motor Maniacs who have been patiently waiting for us to get live today. And again, had some weather challenges, so we are a little further in the program than we would like to necessarily be, or you would like us to be, but here it is. So we're where we are. So hello to RTC, Dennis, Tom Worthington, Jenna, all you out there in the chat bleachers. We are glad to have you be a part of our RAD Torque System here at Galot Motorsports Park. So we are down to 8 in the 20 grand shootout. We've got John Brown, Kevin Brannon, Chris Scoletti, Mike Harbaugh, Noah Lewis, Gary Williams, Troy Williams Jr., and Kyle Coltrera in that order on the run sheet, on the ladder sheet for this round. So that was your pairings as well. So now y'all are up to speed. So hopefully he's listening. I'm gonna give a birthday shout out to my buddy Kurt Harrington, working hard at his own company. The self-employed guy's got to get out and work. His OEM Combustion Services, out working all over the place, and he's as every other self-employed guy does, he's out working on his birthday. So happy birthday, Kurt Harrington. Watching from Michigan. You are just a little north of where I came from. I flew in out of Indiana this morning, so those 5:45 a.m. flights are not that much fun, but here we are. So it looks like we have just a few more test and tune machines, and we're going to be ready to go with the quarterfinals of the Laris Motorsports Insurance 20 grand shootout. during our testing tour today. Obviously, saving the local boards for the next 2 days. We will definitely announce the shootout races. And Dennis, things are well. Getting the race car put back together, and hopefully a few more weeks we'll get that back on the track, and I can get out from behind, well, not necessarily get out from behind a microphone, but at least get back on the track a little bit. So other than that, not too much. Been a busy winter and early spring for sure. All right, here we go. Quarterfinal action of the Laris Motorsports Insurance 32 car, 20 grand shootout. I pleased to be joined for the third round in a row. Marco Laris is here to grace your ears with his soothing tones. He's going to help me get through round 3. I've got Troy Williams Jr. right side, Bradenton, Florida. The FTI machine down to 4:56. Heads up race with who?
Kyle Coltrera on the left side. Both drivers dialed 6.
So heads up race. We'll see who has the advantage when they leave. 005, take 15, goes one above 2, 17 total. Coltrera, 18, one above 4, 32 total. No good for Kyle T-Rock. Going to the semifinals. Up next, I got Mike Harbaugh right side, Gaithersburg, Maryland. The 12 Miller machine out of 4:63.
Left side going to be Chris Scalitti at a 4:55.
Hey, look at that. RAD torque on the side of that machine. Could not put this week on without RAD, for sure.
Also presented by Optimum.
Two great companies right there. That's what it takes going to put on something like this. You got to partner with great people, great companies, And that's exactly what's happening here at the Fling. We have wonderful marketing partners who are like Fling family. And we thank them. We thank Rob's Automotive and Collision Center, Laris Motorsports Insurance.
Goes 453 on a 455. Is 11 on the tree and goes 66 on the 63.
Harbaugh laid out one of those runs that was beatable. I mean, you got 40 total, a little better than 40. Gallet would be like, oh man, I could have done something with that. But one stinking lap.
Left side, Noah Lewis in the pit, the 595. And we predominantly, I think, other than Noah was 9 total last round.
I think he's been 0-0 both rounds, so Noah's after it. He's going to have to be right here. He got Gary Williams, Bradenton, Florida, the FTI on-site machine. 468 the dial for G-Dub. Giving up the head start. 1.27 seconds. Oh, Noah Lewis gets the win. G-Dub 16 take 20 and goes 1 foul under. Had to take 19 or less. Noah Lewis 19, 1 above 6, 35 total for Noah Lewis, and he's going to the semis.
Now, I believe this is the final pair of round number 3, the Laris Motorsports Tuesday 20K Shootout. Left side, John Brown at a
452. John Brown lights it up, 2 red, goes 450 on the 452. KB 003, 1 above 1, 14 total for Kevin Brannon, and he keeps on keeping on. Man, if I was him, I would race every Tuesday. And Wednesday and Thursday, just if there's a place open, just go. Right, when you're hot. Well, right now, you know, it always says it's better to be lucky than good, but right now, Kevin Brandon's he's making his own luck. He is lights out good right now. That'll be scary for everybody else. He gets on a roll, he's tough to stop.
Semifinals, Kevin Brandon, Noah Lewis in the pickup, T-Rock, and Harbaugh.
That's it ought to be interesting, that's for sure. All right, guys, we are the Motor Maniacs, so we turned up a little bit. Is that any better than what we were? Keep us posted. We'll do our part to get it right so you all can hear what's going on without hopefully destroying their ears here. I've never been told I'm quiet. This is kind of nice. So we are back to our Rob's Automotive Collision Center Tuesday Test and Tune.
Semifinal ladder for our shootout.
What's that thing have to say, Marco?
First of 2 pairs, we got Kevin Brannon with lane choice over Mike Harbaugh. Choice over Noah Lewis.
So Noah just picked on G-Dub. Now he's saying, let's go T-Rock. Let's get after this. Man, that's not 2 pairings in a row I'd want to have.
It's a monumental task for sure, but tell you what, these 4 have been up for the challenge, and it should get pretty exciting. You just tuning in on Motor Mania TV, first of all, thank you. Midway through at the RAD Motor Systems. Tomorrow will be 15,000 a win. APD carburetors Wednesday. Be Curtis Jed, 1,000 to win the main event. Curtis refrigeration and HVAC. We'll finish it off Saturday. 30,000 win, courtesy of Wiseco Performance Product.
All right, so we understand we've got some volume concerns on the live feed. We'll get it all ironed out. It's only Tuesday. It's still early, and it's still. I mean, let's be real. It's April in North Carolina. We haven't been racing a long time, so we haven't had a lot of practice this whole thing yet. So it'll get straight. Tony will get it fixed, and we'll make it work. I promise. So, but thanks for letting us know. James, are you saying it's my mic right now that's quiet? Wow. You believe that, Marco? Be quiet. I haven't been called quiet since the day I was born. So we'll continue working on it. I know we're probably really loud here at the track. I can kind of hear it. So we'll get the feed fixed and it'll all work. So we will have a short little pause for our Laris Motorsports Insurance Shootout cars, and then we'll be calling the semifinal pairings back up. Somebody's gonna kick off their Tuesday with 20 grand. That's not a bad way to start the week. Yep, I just got confirmation from Tony. They're working to get the audio better, and Motor Mania is, in my opinion, best in the business. They do a great job, and so I know they'll get it fixed. And we want to thank them for being here. Thanks to Rob's Auto and Collision Center for helping us out here on Tuesday, Test and Tune here at Galot Motorsports Park. Glad to be a part of the RAD Torque System Spring Fling in about my batteries. Honor and a privilege for me. And I didn't even know I signed up to get to work with Marco. It's even like this is bonus. Like this is like it's like hitting the lottery. Like, man.
Tell you what, we're having a great time out here today.
Yeah, because these guys are good, and we're sitting here talking about it. Now you're good too. See, but this is still why I'm talking about it. So you could go out there and do the same thing.
Well, I don't know about that. But
yes, you do.
You're
being humble, Marco. You're being humble. You know you could. I've seen it. I've seen your runs. I'm telling you. But these guys make it look easy. It's just like at will.
Absolutely. The Galot Motorsports Park racetrack is tight. The crew they were out there scraping all day yesterday.
Absolutely, you got to figure these guys are in the shootout. They had one time run, one stinking time run to get it all right. Here they are, laying down the runs they are. So it's going to get fun, and somebody's going to be real happy here on Tuesday. Man, know that car. That's a car I like to see in the other lane. So Matt Daddis, Vermilion, Ohio, up here doing a little test and tuning in the Starfire. Saw him in the Grand Am earlier. Let's get old Reliable out. Daddis, 621 at 109. Goes 503 left side, 133.82. Pete. The Malibu goes 584 at 115. Here he is, Mr. Rob's Automotive and Collision Center Tuesday sponsor, Rob Lipsinger, New Hope, Pennsylvania. His 06 Race Tech, Mike Illing, all the way from Gladwin, Michigan, the 04 Cavalier right side. Illing, 006, Lipsinger. First goes 459 at 149.18. Illing. 006 goes 523 at $132. One of 300 pickup trucks on the property. Just kidding, that was an exaggeration. Joe Jules Red, Stony Point, North Carolina, the right side. Danny Bennett, Hampton, Virginia, on the left side, the dragster. Double 09 for Danny. 36. Joe goes 668 at 100 mile an hour. Jay Ralston, Hurlock Creek, Pennsylvania. Left side, Jonathan Gibbs on the right side. Out of Hunterville, North Carolina, the Gibbs Performance Specialist, 78 Malibu. All right, we will take our semifinalists to the lanes for the Laris 20K shootout. Jay goes 6:02 at 111 in the S10. Gibbs 6:16 at 110 in the Malibu. So our semifinalists to the lanes for the Laris 20K shootout. Kevin Brandon, you'll have lane choice over Harbaugh. And T-Rock, you'll have lane choice over Noah Lewis. So KB picking your lane over Harbaugh. Troy Williams Jr. picking your lane over Noah Lewis. Jerry Boulia, Havelock, North Carolina. 72 Maverick, right side. The Law Chevrolet Buick Machine, left side. Double 09 left. The Maverick goes 582 at 116.58. Left side 635 at 107. Corey Long, Pendleton, Indiana, the Stein Tire Machine. I see some additions have been made to this thing. Will Cavett, Evergreen, Virginia, right side. Left side, 435 at 159. Will goes 559 at 123. Ricky Needham, Cleves, Ohio. The Cobalt, left side. Ken Clark, Stewart's Draft, Virginia, right side. side, 14 to 6. 142.66. Door slammer goes 627 at 108.52. John Owers III, Chesapeake, Virginia, the S10 on the left side. Not on file, dragster on the right side. .465 right side, 142.69. Edwards goes 574 at 118.21. So again, we made the call for the semifinals of the Laris Motorsports Insurance Shootout. All right, so he missed it earlier, so it's, again, that self-employed working guy. So give a birthday shout-out. Happy birthday, Kurt Harrington, out working his business, his OEM Combustion Services business on his birthday. So it's, give a birthday shout-out, Kurt Harrington. Normally he'd be right here, but business and family kind of take over. So happy birthday, Kurt Harrington. Have yourself a good day watching the Fling back in Indiana or wherever it is that you're working today. So we are going to run these last couple of test and tune machines. We're going to do a little bit of prep, a little brooming, and drag the track a little bit before we go with our semifinals. So hats off to the Fling and the Galot crew, keeping everything top notch as we get ready to crown a 20K shootout winner. We're down to 4. So we'll give you some music to enjoy for a minute or two while they do that, and we'll come back with the semifinal action of the Laris Motorsports Insurance 32 Shootout. All right, here we go. Semi-final. So we will have one race left in the shootout. Y'all are still free. We'll get you all we can while we can. Oh, look at that. It's Troy Abercrombie. Welcome to the party, bud. Troy, you're not supposed to tell on yourself. You could have come up with a better explanation than that. So big thanks to Motormania TV as they work to resolve our technical or our audio struggles. We know they're out there, and I know Tony is going to work tirelessly to do everything he can do to get that fixed. So please bear with us. Collision Center, Jegs, Hoosier. Don't forget to check out bracketraces.com so you can check out all the happenings here with the Flings. So we will be calling our final to the lanes here in a few minutes. Mike DiLorenzo, Magnolia, Delaware. John Budakowski, 448, 154.76. Mike, 544 to 126 there in the Camaro. Left side out of Oak Hill, West Virginia. Thank you, Troy Abercrombie. It's always good to be heard. So glad I get to come down and spend my week in beautiful North Carolina. All right. We need our Laris Motorsports Insurance 20 grand shootout final to the lanes, please. Laris Motorsports Insurance 20K shootout. Look at that, Brent Angles. Always working. Always at the job site. I'm at my job site too. It just looks like a racetrack today. But thanks for tuning in, Brent. And thanks for tuning in, all of you, on Motor Mania TV. The Motor Maniacs, we couldn't do it without you, and we for sure wouldn't have as much fun if we weren't able to interact with you all. This is definitely one of the joys of my life. So I'm glad to get my 2022 announcing season kicked off. Lowell, we know that we're working on that, so we're trying to get it right. Stace Schroeder, Sunbury, Pennsylvania, the 94 Lumina. Right side, go to first, 457, 152.21. Schroeder goes 507 at 136 and a half. Eric Paterka, West Bloomfield, Michigan, right side, the 01 undercover. Mustang left side. Wicked Automotive, I'd know that anywhere. There's my boy Jason, JV, and Carrie watching from beautiful New Haven, Indiana. 13 to a 15. First, he goes 477, 139.93. The Mustang, 638 at 106. Rob Lipsinger, left side. Tommy Cable, Hughesville, Maryland, right side. 454, 151, 24. Left side goes 539 at 128. Rob Haberkern, Hebron, Maryland, left side. Thomas Davis, Smithfield, North Carolina, right side. 001. It's already in the lane. Doesn't matter today. That's why we're testing tuning. Davis, 654, 103.64. Left side goes 677 at 100 mile an hour. So again, we've made the call for the Laris Motorsports Insurance Shootout Final. To the lanes, please. We're looking around. We got some weather coming. So we would like to get that finished. So I need the Shootout Final to the lanes. Look at that, Lee Newmeyer, my hero. Tuning into the feed. Glad to see you on here. I'll be even more glad to see you in person somewhere. Lee and Tim, two of the best people you'd ever want to know, and even better to call them friends. So glad to see you tuning in. Both of them are in. Side goes 454 at 152. Right side 471, 145.93. Mad Danis, right side, Vermillion, Ohio, the Starfire. Mickey Thompson, Weisco, Magna Fuel, TFC, Maxima sponsoring, helping him out, doing what he does. Lee Newmeyer, you are funny. Danis, 622 at 109 after being 14 up front. Left side, 29, it goes 458 at 155. Right side, 489 at 139. Pete Dagnolo back up again. in the Malibu, Rochester, New York. Pete's been making a lot of noise out on the NHRA circuit. Sportsman ranks, doing really well. Never count him out. Thank you, Barry. You are way too kind. 2 red left side. Pete goes 11 red. The Malibu goes 582 at 116.28. 468 left side at 147. Darren Roten, East Newmarket, Maryland. The 68 Chevelle left side. 68 Camaro right side. Gita, 18 to a 39. 77 and 118. Williams, 588, 127, 79. All right, here's the Stein Tire machine up once again, left side out of Silver Lake, Indiana. .436.1 at 158. It's laying numbers as it normally does. Right side, 446, 154.99. All right, here we go. Final round, Laris Motorsports Insurance, 32 Shootout. Kevin Brandon, 441 left side. T-Rock, 456 right side. Troy Williams Jr. Foul. Goes 2 above, 458. And Kevin Brandon does what Kevin Brandon does, and he wins. What is it, Marco? When you hot, you hot. He stays hot. Goes 18 up front, goes 440 with a 1 on the 441. And that's, we'll put a $20,000 shootout win in the pocket. One Kevin Brandon to start his Fling Week. The RAD Torque System Spring Fling, presented by Optima Batteries here at Galot Motorsports Park. Our first winner of the week, KB, Kevin Brandon. All right. Hey, as most of you can tell, we have weather in the area. I would recommend that you kind of batten down the hatches a little bit. It looks like we're going to. If you have not done so, you may want to start looking at putting them in the box. There's some weather coming. So we're going to hold out, obviously, as long as we can, but we definitely have weather in the area. Marco, have you been looking at this, these chat bleachers? They're in here talking about food, about smoked pork shoulder and what they're cooking since 7 a.m. And man, they're torturing up here. That's right, making a fat kid hungry. You can afford to eat. I've had enough. I've been snacking all day already. Jenna's talking about Country Bob's Sweet Honey Barbecue and all kinds of stuff. Now we're talking about the weather. We're trying not to talk about the weather. It's not looking great here. So we continue on. Rob's Automotive and Collision Center Test and Tune Tuesday, doing what we can while we can. Ricky Needham, Jay Ralston, 004 red for Jay. Goes 603 at 111. Needham, 586 at 115.70. RTC, it just comes up winner on the scoreboard. These are some of the coolest scoreboards I've ever seen, or reader boards, or whatever people want to call them, because I get flack about that too. So whatever that display thing is down there, it comes up and says winner. Steve Luisos, Oak Hill, West Virginia, had some trouble, I think, his last hit. Holden Dial. Goes 584 at 114. Steve, 578 at 118. There you go, RTC. That works too. Timing boards, whatever. So we, got a dragster coming around the corner. Hopefully, we're going to get time to have a couple of minutes of time with Mr. Kevin Brannon. Get to talk about his Laris Motorsports Insurance win today. Like he went to go put his stuff up. Might either come back up here and join me in the tower. We'll have a little chat. Eric Paterka, West Bloomfield, Michigan. 003 for Aaron. And he goes 474 at 144. That might be everybody I've got in the lanes right now. I think everybody kind of heeded the advice and went back and put their stuff up, and those cars that were in the lanes did what they came up here to do. So we're going to be in a little bit of a holding pattern for a few minutes. Like I said, hopefully we'll get a few minutes with Kevin Brandon once he gets his stuff loaded up. But for now, we'll just kind of sit back and relax for a few. And we've got some wins coming as well. If you've got your awnings out, if you would like to keep them, you may want to put them in. I can see one from here that's blowing around really good. So you may want to secure your awnings. There's rain and wind anticipated here in the next 20 to 30 minutes. So. All right. Well, it's been a day, and we're talking